To a match that got
Gunther wins.
Yes, Gunther wins. A match that got strikingly more interesting in a night because WWE's AV team and their video promo packages are absolutely phenomenal. Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler in the fight pit. I'm totally joking because WWE wasn't smart enough to do that. It's one of the follies of one of the only follies of this card, but they are going to let them do what's going to be known as MMA rules match. What that means, no one knows. We could have just called it a fight pit and everybody would have understood that it's an MMA match, but we're not going that route. Probably because, like we said earlier, they probably don't want to get in the way of tribal combat. That's the only thing that I'm thinking.
It would be really cool. And this actually probably could happen now because of the merger.
I know exactly where you're going. I had the same thought.
If they got Bruce Buffer.
Yeah.
Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Listen.
Oh, God, my dick would be so hard.
It's a stadium event. We already know that they are in the process of a merger.
And I think UFC fought this past weekend, not this coming weekend.
UFC did fight this past. That 291 was last weekend.
Because they're being smart now and doing the pay-per-view on different weekends.
Yeah, exactly.
Again. So I think that would be an incredible crossover.
Listen, there's no secret that Ronda and Shayna come from the MMA world. They were both in the Ultimate Fighter. Ronda was Shayna's trainer, even though Shayna has, and Ronda admitted in the video package, Shayna's been fighting longer than Ronda. And
yes,
you know,
for sure. Ronda came out of nowhere.
Exactly.
And just dominated everybody. Yeah. And in the division, dominated the fuck out of it really quickly.
Yeah.
They caught up fast.
And if we're going to call it an MMA rules match, and we already know about your merger with UFC, and these are former MMA fighters, I want a full UFC-style production for this match only. I want walkouts to the ring from backstage. You know, bring in Herb Dean or some other UFC ref. Hell, bring in DC. If you're not gonna get a UFC ref, bring in DC on commentary. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but
God, Herb Dean would know. Big John McCarthy.
Yeah,
love Big. He doesn't fuck around.
You know, as I was telling Charles about this, he goes, "Don't bring in Herb because Herb might actually let them kill each other."
Yeah, honestly, the dude Herb has a tendency to not call off fights. Like he just lets them go. He's like, "Oh, you're dying? Good, get up."
But no, I want a full UFC production. I don't think they're going to get Joe on commentary, even though that would be crazy. But
he would never do it. John Anik and Michael Cole though would be fucking awesome.
You know, or bring in DC. DC's already been affiliated with WWE before.
Yeah. Rogan doesn't understand WWE. He gets it, but he would have no interest in being involved.
You know, but I think bringing DC to be a special guest commentator so you can talk about the MMA stuff on the match, but
to explain what the fuck is happening.
Exactly.
That's literally his job in UFC. Him and Rogan is explain what's happening on your television.
Exactly. Make this a full UFC style production. Might as well. Do the walkouts, do everything. Like, make this a big deal.
Gloves, braided hair.
Yeah, gloves, braided hair.
No eye makeup, please. Like, what's the most part of this graphic is their stupid eye makeup. I hate how they do their makeup. It just looks so fucking bad.
I don't get it.
Why is Ronda Rousey a cat?
Is that a cat?
It's like Cat Warrior.
It's like a rejected Marvel superhero.
Literally, dude. Shayna too.
Lightning Queen.
Shayna looks like the Hornet. This was miscast. It's like the porno version of the Hornet.
So yeah, I want a whole UFC style production of this. Let this be a thing. You know, let it be a thing, and it's a good showcase. Screw it, it's a good showcase. The video package is wonderful. The stinger in the video package was at the end. Shayna gets the last line of the video package. So Shayna talks about, and I'll have you can find it on YouTube. Shayna, and you'll probably see it in the pre-show, but Shayna talks about this one thing. She goes, the thing that hurts me the most about her deteriorated relationship with Ronda, she goes, is outside of Ronda and Ronda's mother, I was the first person to hold Ronda's child. I'm that child's godmother. And Shayna then goes to say, that child is never gonna be the same after she sees what I'm gonna do to her mother on Saturday.
Christ.
Yeah. I was like, oh, sold now.
I'm interested to see if fans care.
I think that's why they said MMA rules.
Yeah. Because this replaced Becky and Trish, which is a hot angle.
But not as hot
Kind
as
of.
this. I think Becky and Trish have been hot and cold. This started after when Shayna turned, this shot up. You know, and there's a lot of talk about Becky and Trish not being there on the card, but we've ran through pretty much the rest of the card outside of Logan and Ricochet and the Battle Royal by default.
This a battle royal for what?
LA Knight. Because they didn't give LA Knight a match.
Oh, did they cancel the Austin Theory title match?
Austin Theory's not going to be in the title match now. Austin Theory's not going to be, is not defending at SummerSlam.
Is that because what's his name got hurt?
Well, maybe. Well, they made Santos.
Because they had a whole tournament for it, right?
Mm-hmm. And Ray got a concussion. Ray got a real concussion, and they called the match and gave it to Santos. So.
Yuck.
So, but
Yeah.
But outside of that, all of these angles for most of these for majority of these matches, if not all these matches, are bigger than Becky and Trish, which is crazy to say, but we can let that go somewhere else. If we remember last year, they took off Seth and Riddle, and they pushed it back. Well, it's because Riddle's a dick.
That's because Riddle fucked up, right?
Because Riddle's a dick, but still, it worked out for the better for everybody.
Yeah.
It's okay to delay it, and also, outside of the Battle Royal, this is a 7-match card. Triple H has done a really good job of not going past 8. 8 is like...
Yeah, let the matches breathe.
Yeah, he lets the matches breathe, and the only matches that really have heat and good story go on, and this is fine. Becky and Trish don't have the momentum that the rest of these matches have. It's just a business move. It's fine. Again, it's crazy to say because it's Becky and Trish, and that should be automatic money.
Yeah.
Like, should be, but...
you can put that at Payback, I
exactly.
guess.
Like, oh, well, it's going to be in 2 weeks in Trish's home country of Canada because they're doing it in Winnipeg.
Well, there you go. Even better.
And that's fine. People need to get over it. Like, I get it. It sucks, but this card's amazing on paper.
It's a great card.
This card is amazing on paper. With this match in particular, Shayna needs to win.
For sure. Especially if Ronda's rumored to be leaving.
Mm-hmm. Shayna needs to win.
I do not think she's going to UFC 300 because she's going to get embarrassed no matter who she faces, even if it is, well, maybe it's not Misha Tate, but I don't think it's going to happen.
9 events away.
Yes,
that's still a long time.
Shayna
no,
wins.
Shayna needs to win.
Wins.
If we want to take Shayna seriously at any point in her main roster run, she needs to win. And I feel like they're finally letting Shayna be Triple H's Shayna. Like she's
yeah, dude. I don't know why she never clicked because NXT. We talk about it all the time how fucking amazing she was.
She was cutting promos. She was a badass. Like
believable.
Yeah, no one messed with her.
Murdered Ember Moon. Murdered Kairi Sane.
No one messed with Shayna.
Murdered Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Murdered Dakota Kai twice.
Tegan Knox.
Twice.
Yeah. You know. So we need that Shayna. I'm rooting for Shayna for this one. Because she needs it. She needs it. She deserves it. It's going to be great.